stuck because your awareness is so much on what is. But it doesn't have to be that way. It would be so easy for you to have a sort of vibrational breakthrough just by finding one thing. But you know what's tripping you up? It doesn't feel to most people that the efficient way to solve all these problems is to ignore them. It doesn't feel to most people like the efficient way because most people don't get it that all these problems on this end of the stick represent all these solutions on this end of the stick. The practical mind says, I do this and I get this result from this thing that I've done. That's what the practical mind says. But that practical mind also considers so many things that for every step that way, you take a step that way. A practical mind is that really objective mind that goes this way and 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 this way. Where if you can leave your practicality behind and just dream something a little bit and not need the evidence to show itself to you so fast, then two things would happen. Things would start moving, you'd feel more elated, you would lose your sense of impatience. That's the thing. You would lose your sense of impatience. And that sense of impatience must be gone and must be replaced by a sense of optimism and forward motion for you to be getting where you think you want to go or for you to be having fun along the way to where you're going. And so we keep saying the words. We want you to look for the fun along the way and it will get you there, but don't need to be there. Do it for the feeling, not for the results that the feeling will bring. You're willing to quote a chapter and verse. You're willing to study it all and learn it all and know it all so that you can get it all. But your awareness that it isn't coming is palpable around you, you see. And we could describe that in a few words, like yearning, but you see it's okay. Because over here with impatience is yearning. And over here with impatience and yearning is indecision and confusion. It's okay because it's just a moment in time because it's what you're choosing to focus on. The whole conversation that we're having today is about, here I am, I'm in a physical body and I have a point of attraction. And my point of attraction is everything. And my point of attraction is based upon how I feel. But I've been oriented into this world and I've been taught that perfection is a good thing. It's not only not a good thing, it's an impossible thing. Because if you could ever be perfect, you'd be done and then there'd be no reason for contest and so forth. So here I am in this physical world and I want to be of value, I want to be an uplifter, I want to help other people. But in order to do that, I have to be a vibrational match to who I am. And who I am does not give any attention to how others are relating to me. How you feel is only about your relationship between you and your own inner being. That's all. That's all the emotion that you feel is about. And so what you're a really good representative. Esther's this way too. Almost everybody on the planet is this way to some extent. Esther has a friend, they talk all the time, and her friend says, I feel like I give myself away all the time because it's easier for me to figure out what others want or what they need from me or what I could do. We started with this conversation here this morning. And so I just keep giving myself to them rather than finding vibrational alignment with who I really am and allowing who I really am to then give endless energies in endless moments in time that open up. Yep. And so there's just a little reorientation that we're wanting to help you accomplish. We said earlier that there are reasons that we ask people to come up here. We've never felt a stronger desire from anyone ever. Your desire to be of value is immeasurable. And your willingness to do whatever it takes is too. We just, with your permission and not, wanted to let you be an example of so many people that are in this room where trying too hard is an indication that you're not in your vortex, and caring what other people think is an indication that you're not in alignment with who you really are. The whole point that we've been wanting to make all day today is that if you can just shift that one thing, everything shifts with it. But if you don't shift that one thing, then you have an endless life of trying to fix this. Your whole life is spent putting out brush fires, eking forward, and then trying to make things out of nothing. Trying to make things out of nothing when the entire universe is there ready to yield to you the allness that you want. You're not here to to make do with what is. You're here to create things that most of the world thinks are impossible to create. But you're so needing and wanting to get the impossibility thinkers out of your arena so that you can be a vibrational match to all the possibilities. Now we're getting somewhere, aren't we? Yeah. The ship feels big, but it's so simple to do. It's so simple to do. All it requires is letting all the stuff go that you've been hammering and pounding on and trying to get right, and just find something that makes you feel good when you do it and do it, or makes you feel good when you think it and think it. That's all. It is so much easier.
Thanks, Abraham. All right. That